on my camera whenever, so I have no idea what I've been filming, honestly. Like, that is the honest truth. I've just been trying to do it in the most realist, vulnerable moments and not make it so much of a day in my life, but just like really documenting my feelings. But I obviously want to show you guys what I do to keep busy every day. I think it is so important to keep busy. I think that's like why I'm okay during the day. And then when it's at night, my brain finally kind of catches up and starts to think about Noah. And that's why I start to get really emotional and upset, and I'll watch his live stream, which honestly just kind of makes me more upset just hearing his voice and stuff. So that is why I'm kind of good during the day. I think that I just keep myself distracted, happy, try to listen to music, and just kind of keep my mind distracted. If Emmy's around, I'll hang out with her, go on a walk with Corduroy, whatever it is. I really try to do things that make me happy during the day because I love the daylight. I love being out in the sun. I love being out of my house. I've always been like that. But today I have to go return something at Disney Springs. So I am really excited to go there, and it's gonna be super fun. It makes me so happy being over in that area. That's where I used to live, and just Disney Springs in general just makes me so happy. Like, it's just like being in Disney. So we're gonna get some coffee, and then also I have like a humongous update, but I think I'll wait until I get coffee. But one thing is, actually I'll wait to tell you guys just after coffee. So let's go get coffee and then we'll chit chat some more. Okay, so we grabbed our coffee, but I think that this is literally just milk and sugar. Look how light it is. Like, it should not be this light, but I'm not complaining because I like sugar milk. So I have some updates for you guys. I am now parked at Disney Springs on top of the parking garage. I love parking up here. There is so much lighting, and I just feel like I'm surrounded by blue clouds, which is my favorite. It's just like so pretty today. As far as an update with Noah, I think it's been like basically a week, but we said goodbye to each other Memorial Day night. So almost a week, kind of like the 6th day, but tonight it will be a whole entire week of not seeing each other, not hanging out, not talking, not anything. Like a whole entire week. I never thought I could be here a whole week later updating you guys. Like, I did not know if I was going to be picking up my camera. I like wanted to help people through it, but I really didn't know if I physically would be able to do it. But since I have a mission and like want to help people through this, I felt like it wasn't me. It was like God was like, you need to film this. You need to help other girls or even guys going through this or hard times or whatever it is. Like, I have such a need to not have them experience what I experienced back in high school. It was just really bad, really sad all the time, like I said in my first video. So I am here and I am ready to talk about it and give you guys some updates and let you guys know how it's been going and how the process is. This is a full week update. You guys kind of saw the first few days, well, like the whole entire thing, I guess. There was like a few days that I didn't film just because I felt defeated. There was one day, which was yesterday, I just felt completely defeated. I felt almost like a depressed type feeling. I didn't really want to do anything. I got up in the morning and worked out, but after that it was kind of just downhill. Like, I went somewhere and then just kind of came home. So that was yesterday. But so far, this whole entire week has honestly been pretty smooth. There has been a few bumps in the road, and like I was saying earlier, I feel like it's super easy to get through the day, but it's nighttime where my brain starts like thinking so much. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but my brain thinks a lot, especially when I'm in my apartment alone, and that's why I make it such a big deal to get up and go somewhere else rather than just sit in my apartment. I just feel like it's just not the best for me, and just being alone all day isn't the best. So I get out, do things I love. Change of place equals change of pace. If you are changing up where you're going and you're either just going to a coffee shop or you're going to another state, whatever it is, it kind of changes your pace and you can get inspired by something. You could see someone, you can meet someone, you could hang out with a friend, and it kind of changes your mindset and gets you out of that funk that you are in wherever you were like sitting still. And that's like my biggest reason on why I moved from Massachusetts to Florida 5 years ago, was I just needed a change of pace. And to do that, I changed my place, and it's been the best decision I've ever made, probably like in my whole entire life. Like, I am so thankful I moved to Florida. And if I didn't change my place, I probably would still be in a really toxic mindset, and I don't even know if I would have met God. Like, there's just so many different things, and I'm so thankful that I moved. So if you have that on your heart to move, or even just to wake up in the morning and change something little. I know our friend Doug always talks about changing that 1% in your life, and then over time, if you do that every single day, you'll have the biggest improvements. And I really want to offer that to you guys too, because that is literally what change of place equals change of pace is. It's just like doing that 1% every single day, trying to get better, trying to get out of bed 10 minutes earlier so your day starts a little bit earlier, going to that class, like whatever it is, do it. I promise you, if you have that impression on your heart, it could change the whole trajectory of your life, and you didn't even realize it did until you look back. So for me, I look back 5 years later of moving to Orlando, and I'm like, that changed my whole entire life. And if I hadn't done that in that exact same timing, I don't know where I would be right now. And I am so thankful I am where I am, even though I still go through heartbreak, I still go through hard times. I'm so thankful I got out of that place where I was. As far as Noah goes, it definitely has been hard at night. Like I said, the nighttime has been definitely the hardest. Last night was really hard. I cried probably like 7 different times, all different times. Like, I would stop crying and then I would cry again. And I saw Noah's TikTok, and his TikTok was from the best of me, and I was like, oh wow, I can relate to this. So I decided to watch it. Was that a good decision? Probably not at all, but it made me realize so much and how precious my relationship with Noah is, and just how much he means to me, which I already knew that, 100% I already knew that, and I knew that this time off was so necessary, like the most necessary time off that we probably needed, and it's gonna change the whole trajectory of our life. Just like I said, that small decision to move here, which was a big decision, which this is also a big decision, changed the whole trajectory of my life. And I truly believe that this break, or whatever we are calling, whatever this is, if we decide to come back together as one and like really dive deep into our relationship, I truly believe it will change the trajectory of our life in the most positive way ever. And basically, the best of me, like, they had a relationship just like me and Noah's. Like, their relationship just reminded me so much in ways of ours, and they got separated. You guys can watch it, I don't want to spoil it, but then they end up pretty much regretting that separation, that they went 2 different ways. And like, it just like made me realize, like, I do not want to lose this. I do not want to lose this relationship. And I really hope that Noah's feeling the same way, which I don't really know how he's feeling, but that movie definitely had me feeling some type of way. And with that being said, I did text him. I did. I was not thinking straight, and I know for me, I don't know if for you guys, if your emotions like just take over and you're like, I just need to do it, and your anxiety takes over and you're like, what? And he's in Nashville, so like for some reason when he's in Nashville, like I just feel like I'm not connected to him at all because he's so far away. Even though when he's here I don't see him, I just know he's home, and like I feel safe with him here. And since he's not here, I've like felt completely distraught, and so I just sent it, and he didn't respond for like kind of a long time. And then he had Colby send me his prayer, because I was also anxious that I didn't get a prayer that night, because every night he sends a prayer. I don't send anything back, but he does send me a prayer every single night just so I could like hear his voice, because he knew I was worried about that and like really nervous that I wasn't gonna hear from him at all, and that kind of eases my mind. But last night he didn't send me one, or Colby just didn't send it on time, because it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I sent him a sad face, and then he must have texted Colby like, hey, can you send that prayer because you didn't, or whatever. So then he sent me the prayer, and I still needed to text Noah because he didn't text me back. He just read my messages because we have our reds on, and I was like, said something else, and we talked for like 4 texts, and I was just like telling him that I loved him and that I miss him, and he said the same thing, and he said, every second, let me read this because it was really cute, and he said, I still love you more every second. and he asked me if I was reading his notes, and I didn't read his notes because I didn't want to be upset or put like my mind in the mindset of like needing his affirmation, because I know that those notes have some sort of affirmation, and I am such like a person that needs affirmation and validation. So I actually did not open any of the notes. He like wrote one for every single day, just like little flashcards, and I actually brought one with me because he said you really need to open the one with squiggly lines. But I opened all of them at the same time, and he literally wrote in the cards, I know you're opening these all in the same time. And Noah, you're right, but I just was a little bit delayed with it. So I opened this card, and it says, this card is one free call to me to break the silence. I miss you so much. To use, text me a picture of this and receive a call. So I'm actually saving it, and I'm bringing it with me everywhere I go, just in case I need to use it. So I've been holding this since this morning with me, and I want to call when I really need to talk to him. During the day I'm fine, but at night is probably when I'll be using it, and I'll try to like record a little bit of it for you guys. I don't know if it's going to be in this vlog or the next, but that is definitely something that I am holding close to my heart and gonna use it when I really need it. But the me just like right now wants to just use it right now, but I know that I should save it because I know I'm gonna need that instead of just like randomly texting him. But I said goodbye on text and we haven't talked. That was like all the way this morning. He like responded this morning because he didn't respond like basically last night. He just wrote one thing. Then I asked him like a question. I asked him if he was going anywhere, and if you guys know, he wrote me a song called I'm Not Going Anywhere, and like I said, the validation of me needed that, so he said I'm not going anywhere. So this is a good sign. I mean, God could change his mind, or he could change his mind, but for right now, like where I'm at, like this is good. And you guys are probably wondering, like, I'm seeing so many questions, and I'm just gonna answer this right now. Like, I see so many questions, like, why are you guys doing this? Like, Jacob, why are you the sad one if you wanted the break? Like, there's just things in our relationship that you guys like haven't seen and that we haven't shared on camera that are behind the scenes that need work. Like, all relationships need work, and there's just some things that we really need to work on in this time off and grow ourselves and figure out on our own to come back together. And I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but I mean, maybe we'll share them in future vlogs, or maybe Noah will share that with you guys. But as for me, like, I just don't see a need of sharing every single detail, but there are things that we do need to work on, me and him, and the best way to work on those things was just to be separated for a second. Like, that's just what it is, because if we would have kept going the way we were going, it probably would have been way worse down the road. Like, I don't even know if we would have been able to make the mature decision to do this. So although we were still like mostly healthy, like in our relationship, there are still things that really need to be worked on, and that's just what we're doing in this time. That's all I can really say to that right now. Another question we're getting a lot was, this is prank, like this is for views, like whatever, all those stupid comments. No offense to it, but it is stupid. I don't mean to call you stupid, but the comment is stupid. Now, I know we do pranks, and honestly, it's mostly Noah that does pranks more. I don't really try to do pranks on my channel. I talked about this like my last vlog. I like kind of do like pass out pranks, but nothing like this. Like, I'm never like, why would I ever prank someone with my true emotions? And I've expressed that I don't like pranks that much, but you guys literally see that I'm uncomfortable kind of doing them because I can't act, and I try to because I want to get Noah back because he always gets me, but it's really hard for me and it's not in my natural self, and so I would never go this far for a prank. So that's not me. I could care less about pranks, and I'm really trying to prevent my channel from that. The reason why I'm doing this is to help people through heartbreak, to really bring you guys into our relationship, into our love story. I have been watching love movies, like I said, and I read a lot of books. I read lots of romance books, and they always have struggles. All of the characters, there's always something going on between them, and honestly, I think that this is just our thing, and they documented it, the movies document it. Why can't I? That's like kind of my mindset on it, and I think I needed to like get comfortable with the camera and like opening up, and then realize if I can do this on my camera, I can do anything on my camera. I can bring you guys to Greece, wherever I'm going. Like, I want to be able to bring you guys, but sometimes I like am so in my head about vlogging, and I feel like it starts at me, not me and Noah, at me. Like, this time is for me, and Noah's time is for Noah's time, and whatever he chooses to do with his time is for him. So yeah, that was another thing. I think that is basically all. There's a lot to digest, but I am super thankful for you guys. I'll be posting a new vlog soon. I love you guys so much, to the moon and back. I hope you have the most amazing day. Thank you for all your love and support in this time. Like, it for real means the world to me that you guys are so nice in the comments, so much support. I am seriously overwhelmed by it, and I really think that your guys' prayers have been healing me too. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.